Close your eyes. I'd like you to take a trip with me down to the cellular level, all the way to the GI tract of a human. What do you see? Millions upon millions of microorganisms that call this tract home, interacting with the cells that make up our intestines. Many of these microorganisms are harmless and actually aid in the digestion of our foods. However, there's a war that many don't know about. This is the war between beneficial and harmful microorganisms that also are in the GI tract. The beneficial species often come on top. However, there are times when the harmful bacteria win this war and cause many of the gut-related illnesses that we see today. Poultry farmers understand well of this continuous battle that also happens within their poultry birds. The major difference between humans and birds being the increased occurrence of these harmful bacteria or superbugs winning this war. Since many of these bugs are passed through contaminated food and water, infections are more common in poultry farms all around the world. One such superbug is called Clostridium perfringens, which is a major problem in the poultry industry. Infection by this bug is acute, and it causes death in 1 to 2 hours of over 50% of a chicken population in a farm. This reduces productivity of poultry farms all around the world at an estimated cost of about $6 billion annually. So you can imagine this poses a serious problem in society where chicken is the second most consumed meat in the world. So how have infections like this been commonly treated? Well, antibiotics like me and you take when we have a bacterial infection have been used. However, abuse and overuse of these antibiotics increase the prevalence of many of the antibiotic resistant strains that we see today, which pose a great danger for society. One way to continue fighting these superbug infections while swaying away from antibiotics is harnessing some of those beneficial species that naturally reside in the gut, and these are known as probiotics. So many of these beneficial species have been found to modulate the gut environment and can be useful for fighting infectious diseases. Their mechanisms of actions, however, very broad and can't always be applied to specific infections. And this is exactly where my project comes into play. So we've been weaponizing these probiotics to specifically target and kill superbugs. And we do this by incorporating building blocks within these probiotics that allow them to better sense and secrete proteins that kill the superbugs specifically. Incorporating these microorganisms in poultry feed will allow farmers to raise healthy chickens with good meat production to help feed millions of Canadians. Thank you.